Okeite, the beautified nemesis, borrowed partly by the so-called Igbo traditional worshippers, have done great harm to the core value of what an ancient descendant regard religious. We cannot talk about the evolution of Okeite without working memory lane to know what brought about this disaster, widely known as blood money ritual. Money ritual may have been misinterpreted by many, but past research made it clear that money ritual is regarded to a family practice to aid raise financial literacy or a process taken to attract riches. This way, it helps children learn about money management, positive attitude towards money discussions, and provision of common sense stability in times of financial troubles. In so many cultures, money ritual can represent things such as rejecting poverty, removing financial blockages, appealing for riches, good luck in gambling. In real terms of an ancient practice, money rituals attract wealth, but never in an exchange of the vital fluid or thereabout. Coming down to Africa and its indigenous traditions, money rituals majorly involved ancestral veneration, charms, and herbal mixtures believed to bring financial success. Some cultures practiced inner transformations, which in another sense can be regarded as spiritual alchemy, seeking to turn base metals into gold. As time evolved, many of these practices metamorphosed into modern spiritual world attraction rituals, including the use of candle, magic, and affirmations. The times of the earliest ancient Igbos saw money rituals, that is, Iba Egogo or Ime Ego, as part which possessed deep historical and socio-economic roots, evolving from traditional spiritual practice to more controversial forms in modern times. How did money ritual ever come about in Igbo culture? The Igbo people, like many African societies, practiced traditional spirituality centered on deities, ancestors, and natural forces. Wealth in an ancient Igbo society was tied to agriculture, trade, and communal contributions, with no concept of quick wealth. The Igbos believed in hard work, Oruaka, the divine blessings from Allah, the earth goddess, and Chukwu, the supreme god. However, spiritual practices to attract wealth have existed for centuries in different forms. Having said this, here are some well-known practices that the Igbos were engaged in regard to traditional worship. The Igbos believed in sacrifice and offering to deities and ancestors. Wealthy traders and farmers made sacrifices to deities like Idemili, goddess of wealth and water, or Njokuji, yam spirit, to ensure prosperity in their businesses and harvest. Then libations were poured and kola nuts were offered to seek financial favors. The Igbos also have dibia, that is the native doctor and fortune practices. Some sought guidance from dibias, the great diviners, who performed rituals to bless traders with good fortune. These were not blood rituals, but symbolic acts involving herbs, charms, ogu ego, and prayers to spiritual forces. Ever wondered how and reason why money ritual came about in Igbo land? Colonial rule. Wealth was measured in land, livestock, and trade influence. The British introduced money-based transactions, shifting the Igbo economy towards cash wealth. This created pressure for quick financial success, leading some to seek supernatural shortcuts. Again, the Civil War and economic hardship of 1967 to 1970. The Nigerian Civil War, popularly known as the Biafran War, devastated Igbo businesses and wealth. After the war, the urge to rebuild financial status led to increased desperation. Times were really tough. Individuals turned to money ritual, believing they could bypass hard work and achieve sudden wealth. With globalization, quest for materialism increased. The Igbo entrepreneurial spirit led many to pursue businesses, but some sought shortcuts through ritual practices. We hear stories of blood money, ego ocha, where human sacrifices were used for wealth. This began to spread. Nollywood, on the other hand, did little to salvage the impression the outside world had on Igbos already, as they continued to influence and promote the act. In the late 20th century, Nollywood movies popularized extreme depiction of money ritual, where individuals sacrifice relatives or strangers for wealth. While some cases of ritual killing have been reported, many stories are sensationalized myths rather than widespread practices. While the ancient traditional Igbo wealth rituals involved prayers, offerings and charms to attract good fortune, the reverse is the case today. The modern money ritual practices human sacrifice or scam, popularly known as Yahoo Plus, where internet fraud is combined with rituals. Historically and traditionally, the Igbo value diligence, trade and enterprise as the true path to wealth. While spiritual practices for financial success existed, they were once symbolic, not violent or criminal. However, desperation, economic hardship, and greed have led some individuals to distort these rituals into unethical and illegal acts. Then I ask again, who on earth says Okeite is an Igbo practice? Where did this practice emanate from? Who brought this practice to the Igbo people? And why are so many individuals, especially the youth, are involved in this Okeite practice? We must all join hands together to curb this, and it must start from you. Get yourself engaged. Believe in diligence. Go back to the root by doing the right thing which our forefathers did in order to maintain their status as the greatest agriculturists, entrepreneurs, and traders that the world ever knew. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the notification button, as I'll bring forth to you more stories, more historical happenings, or other matters of interest. Thank you so much, and bye.